Hello, you're listening to an excited Elmer Towns. I've written several books, but I don't think I'm more excited about any book I've ever done than this book, because this book has the potential of changing the lives of more people than anybody else. The book I'm holding up is called the Elmer Towns Prayer Bible, and it's a modern translation. It's a paraphrase by Elmer Towns and Roy Zook. Why am I excited about this book? Because I believe that every chapter in the Bible, I have a prayer. You can pray as you read the chapter and pray what you learn into your heart. But more important than that, I've put in this book 550 prayer principles, and I put a small footnote with every verse. And so when you read about Peter saying, "Help, Lord," emergency prayers. And when you talk about praying for unsaved people or praying for children, they're Hannah's prayer. Everything in the Bible is related to prayer, and therefore it's going to focus you on your relationship to God more than anything else. Now, not only is this a new Bible, this is a new paraphrase. This Bible is not the King James. That was released 3 years ago on the 400th anniversary of the King James Bible. This is a paraphrase. Every verse in the Bible has been translated from the original Hebrew or Greek for you to read in modern language and understand what God is saying to you. Now, let me tell you the story. 10 years ago, I was having my devotions. I was reading Psalm 37. As I read it, one morning I decided, picked up my pen, and I said, I'm going to put this psalm in modern English, but I'm going to turn it around to you. I'm going to direct the psalm to God. I'm going to pray to God. And so I wrote it up, and I said, that's pretty good. And I worshiped God. So the next morning I did Psalm 27, and I worshiped God. Modern English translation. Then I decided to do the whole book of Psalms. It's going to take me 150 days. I told my good friend at Destiny Image what I was doing. He said, we want to publish that book. And so I did a book called Praying the Psalms. And Destiny Image sold 7,000 through a special relationship with Books A Million and the shopping malls. Went very well. So my friend Don said, let's do Praying Proverbs. And I did that. And Destiny Image sold 4,000 copies. And then I did Praying Job. No one wants to pray Job, so that didn't sell very well. And then I decided to do the whole Bible. I was going to talk about praying in every chapter of the Bible. And so eventually it came out 3 years ago with the King James Version. And a lot of people can't read the old English. They want the new modern. So I began translating the New Testament. I did the whole New Testament and the poetical books. And I said, I'm never going to get this done. My good friend Roy Zook, a professor at Dallas Theological Seminary, a doctor's degree in Hebrew, an outstanding scholar, a professor who teaches at Dallas Seminary, said, I'll do the Old Testament. So together we've done the whole Bible, and you can read the whole Bible and it can change your life. Now, let me just read to you. Psalm 23, you all know Psalm 23. Lord, you are my shepherd. I don't need anything. You make me lie down in green pastures. You lead me beside still waters. You renew my spiritual energy. You guide me in right paths to glorify your name. When I walk through dark valleys, I will not be afraid of death's shadows, because you are with me. Your rod and your staff protect me. You prepare a banquet table for me, and my enemies watch me eat. You pour oil on my head to honor me and to heal me. You fill my cup so it runs over. Surely your goodness and mercy will follow me as long as I live on this earth. And in eternity, I will live in your house forever. And so that's what I call Psalm 23, and that's what you'll read when you read the Bible. You'll read it to God. Rather than read it to yourself or to your neighbor, you'll read it to God. Now that's the old. Let me go to the new. We all know the Beatitudes. Blessed is this man and blessed is that. And so listen to the Beatitudes. Lord, Thank you for blessing me. When I am poor in spirit, totally dependent upon you, the kingdom of heaven is mine. When I mourn, broken over sin in my life, you will give me consolation. When I am meek, willing to set aside my rights, you will give me possessions on earth. When I hunger and thirst after righteousness, having a desire for outward holiness, I will be satisfied by your presence. When I am merciful, looking on others in mercy, you will have mercy on me. When I am pure, desiring inward holiness, then I shall see you. When I am a peacemaker, that is, building relationships in other people, I will be called a child of God. When I am persecuted for righteousness' sake, suffering for you, mine will be the kingdom of heaven. When I am persecuted falsely because of my loyalty to the person of Christ, I will accept it as a rich reward, because that is what the enemies of God did to the prophets and to Jesus Christ. This Bible you will read as a prayer to God, and you ought to get a copy and read it every day. Why did I do this? Because I want people to know God. I want you to have a Bible where you can touch God as you read the scriptures and pray to God each day. But more importantly, as you reach out and touch God, let God reach out and touch you. It's called the Elmer Towns Prayer Bible. That's what the publishers wanted to call it. I wanted to call it the Prayer Journey Bible, or a prayer Bible with notes by Elmer Towns, but they call it that. And since they print it, I let them do that. It's a paraphrase by Elmer Towns and Roy Zook. Read it and let it change your life. Why? Because when you read it, you will read it to God. You will know God more intimately. And as you know God more intimately, you can talk with Him and He will talk with you. God bless you on your spiritual journey of prayer.